Hello everyone and welcome back to Planet Crafter. Necro Cortex here playing the game for your amusement. Now, if my site seems a little bit different than last time, don't worry, it has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that the game got corrupted, or the game file got so corrupted that the 10 hours of progress I had in it got corrupt and wasted and completely irrecoverable, leaving me back in some kind of red hellish landscape which I started on upon this world. It's definitely not because I drop out of the freaking sky with no equipment, no shelter, and no chance of recovering it, because I cannot even open my freaking inventory without the game crashing or getting corrupt. So it's definitely not because I had to start completely over that this facility might look a bit different. Also, welcome back to Planet Crafter. Did I mention welcome back to Planet Crafter? There is a lot of stuff that I realized about this game. This does not show your weather. I thought it was the current weather and the weather forecast, like you could predict storms and such. It shows the terraforming stages. And I actually have already reached to liquid water. I don't know why the hell the game didn't save that, but apparently it did, and I guess I was doing something important in the meantime. So what we can expect here is that I attempt to launch rockets into space, and for that I need engines, rocket engines, which I have somewhere around, I think. Oh, here they are. We'll take the GPS rocket first. Not because that really matters what order I do them in. Rockets don't technically do anything for the game itself, it just acts as a multiplier for your progression stuff. Nuclear reactor. Nah, I'm good. I don't need to radiate the freaking planet. GPS satellite. Wow. Look at this thing. It's actually, wow. That's freaking phallic looking. It's cool. Could I break that one down for materials? Just wanna... I could. Now it should be noted that's just a tier 1 rocket, so there might actually be more at some later point in the game, but this is just a demo. We do not care about that. If I press this one, will it launch immediately, or do I have like... Oh! It's freaking cool. Wow. That's still cool though. Okay, I mean, it didn't do the dramatic countdown and everything that I would have liked it to, unless I just edited that out magically, but okay. Do I now have... Oh. Huh. That's actually a relatively small area. This literally shows nothing we're not already familiar with. What else we have to present here, except for launching the 2 other types of rockets into space, is there are actually a lot of technologies available now, because I've done the proper thingy magic here. And also we haven't received a message from Riley about, well, not heat, the other thing. Oh, that's probably the one that just arrived. We haven't received the one about melting ice yet. Also, do you like my collection? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm actually missing 1. Oh well. Yeah, that's the whole thing about ice will melt and such whenever it reaches a certain Terra index, which I'm still going for here, as you can tell, and it's actually going somewhat fast. But I'm still missing out a rocket somewhere, or a magic box somewhere. I don't have a shelter here, do I? That's right, I don't have a shelter here because I never needed to come here in the first place. I don't have the materials to build one either. And I might not be able to find the materials to build one either. Well, here's some of it. There's the silly, that's the one I was most worried about. Now I just need some more iron and some titanium. I came unprepared because I thought I already had. I'm living in a past life half the time. A piece of titanium shouldn't be that hard to find. 1 piece of titanium. Shouldn't be that hard to find in the middle of the freaking dark. Is this the spot? There it is! The last box, the only box I was missing. Excellent. And there was just the materials I needed in it. That being more stuff. Now I should already have picked that thing up there clean. That thing, the space station. But I have so much energy and I technically have surplus space, so I might as well go have a look at it. Chances are I did skip something important. Chances are I haven't even been in it because corrupt files and such. Oh, I haven't. Well, that's good to know. Technically don't need all of that, and I have lots of super alloy, but food is like my most precious resource here on this foreign planet. But that also means that whenever I complete that thing, that now we have important stuff like water condensator and such, so we can technically survive here. Ooh, a blueprint. And I actually have something to show you guys, or introduce you guys to. Something weird I just realized exists. And I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea if it's good or bad at all. Ooh. If the game didn't save it, then I have something to show you over there in the Iron Forest. Because that spaceship that was or is in the Iron Forest, I never explored that one till I tried to do the recovery run of this game here. And that kind of ended up with me looking into that space station or ship. And it was really just, well, the equivalent of a space bus. It just brings passengers, it's a personnel carrier. It does have a few materials, but it has nothing very interesting. I didn't see any blueprint on it or anything. So we have that one. Now we need that one with a lot of silicon. What will that do? Pressure multiplier, heat multiplier. So we need cobalt. I don't have room to pick up cobalt at the moment, but whenever I clean out my inventory, I will. Agility 2, that's useless. Shredder machine. What does this? Destroys object placed inside. Explosive powder. How do I make explosive powder? I suddenly out of nowhere got very interested. This one cannot make explosive powder. That probably comes at some later stage. Or it's not available yet. Oh yeah, and my table is back. It's freaking magical how my table just decided to be back and how that room decided not to be able to exist anymore for some reason. I want to stand under it. Whoa. Wow. I want to stand under it as it fires. Wow. It's still freaking cool looking, not gonna lie. I just realized I could turn off the hub. That would have been freaking amazing if I could have done that earlier. Well, I could if I wasn't dumb enough to not figure it out. Oh! 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 Oh shit! Oh! Huh! Did they refine those? They seem so much more smooth. Did I cause this indirectly? Are they bringing the resources or are they just falling? I feel like these are much more heavy than... Ooh. Huh. Okay, so they brought in uranium. I don't need uranium. So that's what that rocket did. I guess I shouldn't call upon the wrath of the freaking gods. Wow, look at that heat go. We got our 1000 multiplier. So, anyways, we're going over here to have a look at that place because now we irradiated the freaking planet and now this planet will never ever be inhabitable by mankind unless they live in protected shelters. And now there's radioactive materials everywhere. This was not what I... Whoa. Whoa. This one is almost scary looking. This thing is definitely full of alien eggs. You cannot convince me of anything else. I'm just waiting for a facehugger to jump out of that freaking rock. I was an idiot. I just filled my entire inventory with freaking silicon, which I will need because I need to go over here and look for more resources, which I will also need. I'm a freaking idiot. I shouldn't be doing this. Well, too bad. I guess that you don't have to be intelligent to be an astronaut, apparently, even though it's one of the hardest educations known to mankind, probably. Actually, I looked into being an astronaut and such, and I'm actually amazed. It was easier than I expected, but it's still probably more difficult than I will ever be able to achieve. Supposedly. Why the fuck is that here? Wait, so my shelter is here, but... Huh. Okay. Let's take the cobalt, because cobalt I will need on the other hand. Yes, it's just low. But this is also kind of weird, because these are the pilot seats. So they smashed into this one, I presume. And judging by the fact the landing gear is down, they were trying to land or something. Emergency land. It could also just be cargo. A cargo thing, because there's only so much room for personnel. But in that case, it's kind of small. There's not a lot of space here, even though we are in space. That made no sense, and there's no relevance to what I just said. So let me just be quiet. Let me just die off in the background, okay? Jetpack! I can get a freaking jetpack. Oh my god, game. That's a very phallic looking rocket, not gonna lie. This one doesn't have all the gravity, you bitch. Can we alternate the gravity on this planet just to be 0? Just till I at least get done? Then I wouldn't need the freaking jetpack. Go! Look at it go! Into space. I also realized one bottle of water, that's enough for 12 minutes in this. A bit more, a bit less, but whatever. That's all. Wings. And now, say hello to my little friend. Jetpack. I have a jetpack. How is this going to work? Movement speed, propulsion. How do I use the jetpack? Oh! Liquid water. Lakes. Whee! Well, that was fun. A bit hard to steer, or a bit clumsy to steer, or just me not having idea how the hell to steer. It's one of the above. It is quite noisy though. There actually is an entire part of the map I have not explored, at least not in the uncorrupt file. Chances are there might actually be something of interest over there. And now that I actually have the ability to freaking fly, I guess it's actually the best time in the world to discover or to have a look. Now the place we're going will require me to establish a shelter, and it's not guaranteed that there will be the stuff that I need. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to seem to have the food I need. So we're going over to an area. It's way over there. You see there's like a hole right there where I'm aiming here. That's an area we can walk into. Oh, it already paid off. There's a container right there. With water in it. Great. Nothing I cannot, well, live without, at least until later. You are able to go here. I just haven't explored here before. I didn't dare to at that point in the game, and also there was the whole fact that I didn't know that there were actually map restrictions to this place. Is that another freaking crash ship I see over there? I can freaking fly. Did I mention I can fly and it's freaking noisy? Ooh, blueprint! There's another spacecraft. Is that junk? Oh, that's a landing gear. That's not good whenever you see the landing gear so far away from the vessel. That's not a good thing, not gonna lie. What else do we have? Fertilizer. Oh, fuck, and I don't have a capsule. Oh, I do have a capsule. I completely forgot I had a capsule. Ooh. This trip just became more and more valuable. More and more valuable. Another area successfully explored, I think. Are there any other areas I should explore now that we're at it, by the way? I think I've been everywhere, except for that one. That should have been the last one. Should have. Chances are I missed something, but there are only so many technologies, there are only so many hidden blueprints. Oh, speaking of hidden blueprints, why the fuck didn't I find this earlier? Well, probably because it didn't save at that point. I have 3 freaking chips. Agility 3, already got that one. Mining speed might be useful if I care to mine. Oh great, now I can make the golden chests. Great. Which also brings me to the point. Apparently liquefied bubblegum is a thing. Have to try something new I suppose, but this looks freaking terrifying. Seed spreader. This one also creates biomass. I actually want to create that one just to see what it actually does. Best biomass is biodome. Yeah, but I haven't really used the biomass thingamajig. I have no idea what I need it for yet, so I'm trying to build one and just trying to figure out what everything does. Huh. Okay, can only take 1. Got it. So this thing will generate biomass for some reason. No idea what I need that for. There's a freaking lake over here. Huh. That's cool. Wow. Okay. I remember this being a wet and awful place to be, and now, well, dry and awful place to be. I wasn't expecting water with physics to them. That's cool. 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 The water is rising. Well, a good thing I built my base up there in advance then. Oh! Well, will you look at that? Huh. Wow. Interesting. Let's see. I was actually expecting it to rain now because it did that earlier, but oh well, I guess weather is a freaking thing here. Where the hell's the ore extractor? Over there. Osmo, armor rod, super material alloy. That means I actually have to go for a walk. That's good to know, but if I'm lucky, there's some right up there. Oh! Oh! Ooh! Haha! Will you look at that? Freaking lake is coming. The water is coming for us. It's going to kill everyone and drown everyone. There's only me on this planet. God damn it. This stuff tastes like crap. Milk. Literally, it tastes like an alcoholic beverage without the benefit of you getting drunk from it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there are crystals up here, at least if the ice is melting, like it's supposed to be doing. If it's not melting, then I might have a ooh, it's melting. Great. Atomic water collector. Atmospheric, that is. Cobalt. Silly. Big Mac. Crazy metal. Hello. So how big is the... Not that big. Nah, it's not as terrifying... Jesus, that's loud. It's not as terrifyingly big as the launching platform. Okay, and it did not take off my... And that will just make water bottles. That's fucking clever. Why didn't I do this before? It's not because there's a big fat sign on my forehead that says idiot, but that's besides the point. I was thinking about something else that was very, very important. It was the ore thingamajig, but it's probably going to blackline my entire freaking facility. Yep, and it did. God damn it. God freaking damn it. Alright, just gonna build a nuclear reactor, and then that'll just be sad if it drains my freaking power. Oh wait, I need water for that. How much? Not enough power. Yeah, but by how much? How much power shortage do I have? What the hell is it? There is it. There we go. Nuclear reactor requires a fuel rod, requires 2 super alloy, which by the way I'm running low of, so I have to look for that again. Then I need 2 bottles of water, so I have to go look for some ice anyways to get started. Just looking around for some ice because I'm impatient and because I need water now. I don't need it in 10 minutes, I need it now. Sort of, kind of. I have a nuclear reactor to build and then blow up. I don't think the game will let me blow it up even if I wanted to. Wait, there is no water on this planet anymore, or ice on this planet is there anymore. It's all melted. All of it is melted. That's how it is, right? None of it is here. It's all gone. What kind of fool am I? I'm walking around and looking for ice on a planet where all the ice is gone. To be fair, the game never specified that ice stemmed from water. It could have been anything. We were, after all, in a freaking vacuum. In the middle of nowhere. It might as well have been some kind of sulfuric acid or anything. We had 0 Kelvin and there was no pressure. I still don't know what exactly I need the biomass for other than fertilizer. I mean, I need to either locate or figure out how to make explosive powder, because that's like the only thing that I'm lacking here. Here we go, let's irradiate the freaking planet. Just for shits and giggles. Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable. Biodome. Biodome, 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 biodome. Biodome, 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 biodome. Where the fuck is the biodome? Biodome, 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 biodome. Oh, there it is. Okay, Titan, Titan. Cold. Hello, super. Wait, do I even have enough? I don't have enough super material for that anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. So I actually have to go make some. Great! I'm so happy about my existence out of suffering. To infinity and beyond! This canyon area is filled with super alloy. At least it used to be, so guess that's the best candidate for finding some. I should relocate this shelter anyways. There we go. Take it closer to my center of operation. Be smart about my existence. Because I cannot build it here. Can I build it? I can build it in mid-air. Well, that's cool. Let's just hope I don't fall down. Ever. Easter egg. Oh! Box! Box. Ooh, and a blueprint. And some space food. And some more super alloy. That's great, that's great. Oh, and I need to build this shelter. Let's just hope I don't freaking miss this like an idiot. And I didn't miss it like an idiot. Good. I'm probably going to miss it on the back. Return! Good. Oh yeah, I remember this place. This place was freaking terrifying to walk in the dark. At least in the beginning phase of the game, because I figured that, like the idiot I am, that this would be inhabited by monsters. For some reason. Apparently that's my go-to thought whenever I play a space game. There must be monsters. And they're all out to eat my face. It's the only thing that makes sense. The current oxygen on this planet is, well, that's 1 parts per billion. That's not a whole lot because we need approximately a concentration of 21% oxygen, so that there is practically nothing. That's the temperature. Yeah, that's in Kelvin. We have 8 mu Kelvin, and we need approximately 300 Kelvin. So that's like nothing at all. That's barely a million part of a Kelvin we have there, or a million part of the result we need to make an Earth-like environment for us, and that's just in the warm climate, or the relatively mediocre warm climates. And then we have, what is this? That's the pressure. That's also in mu Pascal. We need approximately 10,000 Pascal to achieve what is equivalent to our atmosphere here on Earth. So it's just give up. It's never going to happen in our lifetime, at least not in this rate. This is even with the bonuses I get from launching rockets into space, the 1,000-part multiplier. So it's not going to be my freaking lifetime. Also, blueprint.
What?
Oh. That blueprint just gave me a rocket engine. Did I do that? I needed all this super alloy for something. I forgot what I needed the super alloy for. Oh yeah, right, I was trying to make a biodome. I knew that all along. I had never forgotten anything about that. God damn it. Let's have a biodome. Wait a minute. Why can it be connected? That's not what I want. Oh wait! It's a biodome. It's a biodome. It can be added. Oh. Yeah. That's a scary big thing that I can hook to my freaking building. I could also just build it separately. How do I know that it's built into... Can I go into that thing? Huh. It's cool looking though, I'll give it that. Wow. And then in the opposite corner of this one, that means it has to be there. There's a 50-50 chance I'll turn this the wrong way. 50-50. Ha ha! Oh, that's a very unfortunate positioning. That's very unfortunate. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Biolab. Huh. But that's not unlocked yet. Oh, so that's what I need biomass for. It's another factor to consider for research. Nuclear reactor. Great! Can I build the frickin' Chernobyl here? Sulfuric acid. Oh. Do I even need that? Not yet. I could technically also already build another reactor if need be, but I could also not do that because... no. Maybe I should make another closet here for water. Or at least a box. There. We're going to call this... hydrogen dioxide. No, that's not how it is. Hydrogen... when there's more than one hydrogen dioxide. Dihydrogen monoxide. Sulfuric acid, superalloy, water. Built one of them. Just one. What else? Water's out there in that thing, and then a rod. Which is also out in that thing. Got it. Power down. Now, where would be a good place to put it? Right next to the plants. That's a very good idea. I have all the best ideas in the world. You wouldn't think so, but considering my world currently as this isolated planet where no one... oh. no one else around, I am the most intelligent person on this planet. That's a fact. This is the greatest plan. What if I just put them right on top of each other? Will all this vegetarian just double itself in size? I forgot to bring some freaking plants with me out here, didn't I? I still need water. God damn it, dihydrogen monoxide! Generate faster! 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 It doesn't even give 20 grams a second. It gives 0.2 grams a second. Wow, that's... Wasn't there biomass on a crabs or on a ship or something? I mean, I could always go explore, not... Whoa. Let me actually just for a point of reference to how fast the water is rising. That's a point of reference. That's like whenever the water reaches the top, you know we're fucked. I'm just lucky I built my shelter up there. Imagine if I built my shelter like over there as I did with the first one. I mean, I only have one drill, but I could technically make the boost free or the mining speed tier free. Could do that, should do that. Forgot what it required. Requires silly. Not that it will really make a difference considering the majority of my... I thought I only had a tier 2. Life is horrible. Life is useless, horrible, and evil. Great, 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 great. Alright. So we made a lot of progress. We have converted ourselves to use nuclear energy because solar panels are for freaking losers. We have explored at least some remains of the game. We have absolutely destroyed any deposit of ice, but we're still trying to suffocate this world by drowning it in its own water. So I think this is enough for today. This has been Necro and Cortex here, playing Planet Nick. This is now the day after, and I feel like there's only half an hour left of content at best, so I feel like we should just finish it off. Now, this is also several hours of progress afterwards, so a lot of stuff have happened in the meantime. So we're entering the flora state, and at that point I think we'll kind of reach some kind of infinity thing where it will just go on forever. Yeah. Insects. Insects will be next, and now we have water filtration, and now we can send a thing up in space, another rocket up in space, which is why I think this might have been the interesting part. Because my space has expanded a lot since the last time you guys saw it, that being just yesterday though. So, first of all, if we look outside, I have started a major mining operation because that was the most effective method I could figure out how to make more Terra Index, because that's the only one I'm not already freaking dominating. This lab has been built, which is pretty much just a laboratory that lets you fabricate various delicious or delicate items such as, well, plants and nuggets and whatever. We have fertilizer and explosive gunpowder, which are used to make a shredder. Problem is, the shredder does not break down materials for their raw resources, it just destroys them right out, so there was no reason for me to investigate into that adventure. Despite me knowing that eggplants are very inferior to pretty much any other plant, it still came to my attention that you need apparently eggplants for a lot of research materials and such. We have a new box here called Biohazard. You guys can figure out what's in this one. Then we have one called Compost, and then we have one called Salt. You go ahead and figure out what the hell that is. Actually, let me just change that. Make it more difficult for you. Salt. Stuff has been relocated, including these rocket engines, but they're about to relocate again because I need them to go into space, so I might as well bring one with me. And then there's another floor, which you guys have already seen. But this is the biodome 2, which looks absolutely terrific. I also made a door because it's just that much easier. Which brings us to another thing that has happened, which you guys have probably already also figured out. Then this is connected to biodome 1, which allowed all these things. Now, if we go have a look outside, you can see there's a lot of water now, more than at least whenever I left off. And if we have a look at the GPS thing here, you can see there's a lot of water everywhere, and now I just have the ability to drink it because I just got myself that device to drink it, which is also a thing I'm going to make now. I have so many things lined out all of a sudden. Nugget water fabric. I also found a secret survival place, a shelter someone else built on this planet to survive. They didn't, because we haven't encountered them yet. But yeah, we'll go have a look at that one as well. There was some neat materials there, which I left alone, but I wanted to take. Also, I found like 3 of those secrets, those blueprints in the meantime. They are in a very specific container, which has a nice reference, which I don't presume anyone else would recognize. There. How does this work? We just walk out in the ocean and drink. Also, we have a lot of algae. That's not how that works. How do I drink from lakes? Not that I really want to, but how do I? So let's take it from the start. We have a huge freaking lake now here. And my shelter is underneath that lake over there. My original shelter is way down there. I can still go to it. I can still exit it. I can still interact with it and use that thingamajig there. The thing down there. The screen and the fabricator. Yeah. And because the water was rising very quickly, you guys will probably not remember it, but I put down 1 turbine to note where it is, and there's the original one. This down here used to be an open flat with a lot of materials around it. So what we have here, and then I built another one because that's gonna go down. Okay, and then that's gonna go down, so I built another one. So we have those standing on the water. We also have these now. These algae thingies, and this is what algae look like, by the way. I'm not gonna take it because I technically don't need it, but that's what they look like, and that's what they do. Make algae, which you need for all kinds of things in the laboratory. What I also did was I maxed out, or I at least multiplied my production of everything a lot. This drill here is very handy because then I don't need to look for any sort of resources. We have a lot of these. These are 800% efficient. Oh. 600 plus 1, so that's 700% efficiency. Then we have these one here, which are a little less efficient but much more pretty looking. Which gives... well, that's a 5-time multiplier. And they grow these plants instead. Then we have these over here, they're kind of the leftover battalion. And they only give 4 times efficiency. And these barely matches, or they actually don't match, the other thing, the algae production thing. So, if I ever want to increase my oxygen production, I need to make the algae thingies, but that's actually already a lot to do, to get. So another thing I can do now is send a rocket into space to maximize my efficiency. Go have a look at that shelter thing that we have over there, and then call it a quit. Because there's nothing more on this planet. I could also start off with something way more simple, in the STC container. But we're not going to do that yet. We're going to build the rocket. Then you can guess, you can write down in the comments in the meantime, what is STC a reference to? This one requires plants, regular plants. Okay, no uranium involved. Except for the engine, of course. Now the jetpack technically doesn't make you fly, it just makes you hover at a set distance over the ground. We're going to build it, but we're not going to launch it just yet. That's the most phallic... wow. That's the most phallic looking thing I've ever seen in my life, not gonna lie. Okay. Now we have the rocket ready to go. So I suggest we crack open those STCs, and then we look at those, and then we see if there's anything interesting in those. And if there's nothing interesting in those, then we can just leave. Alright, even if there are more STCs out there, I'm not interested in STCs because at this point they have given up on giving me any sort of technology and they just give me freaking rocket engines. That's why I'm going to be offended and put it in Garbo. So next up, if is that shelter over there. And it's way over right behind those rocks, technically. So it's over here somewhere. Right behind that rock. There, I marked it with a turbine. And I also built a shelter on it, apparently. Now, I didn't build this shelter here. I didn't build this shelter, that's important to note. It was already here. I don't even think I can build a shelter like this underground. I think you just fall through the map. It has no power and it does not generate oxygen. Those are the two most important things to note. But there's also this screen over here, which is technically dead. Our ship has crashed for unknown reason on this planet. Many of us died on impact, some of us died on the surface. I am the only one left. I tried to survive, but this land is too hostile. My health is getting low. I'm going outside one last time to try and find some water. And he never found that water. Now this year, 3037, that is 21 years before what we are doing currently, because our year, which we can see back in the thing, the surface thing, the escape pod we arrived on, is 3058. So that guy has been dead for a long time now. Now I don't know how hostile this environment is, but his bones, we haven't found his bones even. We cannot even give him some kind of funeral or anything. So we only take what we need, because this is basically robbing someone's grave. There. That's what that place had to offer. That was one more secret. There might be more out there, but I haven't found them and I'm not going to look for them because at this point there is nothing I either haven't explored or would impress me. Great, so although we actually technically couldn't really get anything out of that dead guy, any location or what way he went, that would actually have been pretty cool if the game had told us where did he go or what directions did he walk to find some water. If the game had done that, I would have been impressed. When I say I've reached the maximum output, that is because I have reached what is effectively the maximum output. At this point, adding more technology and adding more stuff will basically do nothing, close to nothing. There is no more research to be done. Everything is either researched or countered or something, and there is nothing more available. Nothing interesting can now be done except for building up these numbers. And well, if I cared enough to build more numbers or to build up higher numbers, I would try and reach what is equivalent to our surface. I would try to actually establish our Earth, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. I mean, it just said we reached the flora stage, but I haven't seen a single plant that didn't grow out there. On the other hand, no one has spread seeds out there to make plants. So without further ado, that's like 20 more minutes of my time and we're going to land the rocket into space. And I think that'll be it. I don't want to chase every single chest down. Well, I do, but I don't want to record it because there's really nothing to it. Even if there is a valuable STC amongst them, there will be nothing to it. So if there was any sort of extra material, such as I found out something interesting in a box, or there was something other secret that I found while looking for the boxes, or there was something else interesting to report, then here I send it right now. We actually do have a rocket here I forgot to launch into space, and let's just do that. But this time let's try and stand as far under it as we can get as it flies off in the distance. This is the last rocket, so this is also the run I will need to make thumbnail material out of. Okay, this one doesn't do the burst sounds. That's a bit annoying. Alright. And now we should have a 1,000-time multiplier on our oxygen production, which is also great. At least as far as the planetary thingamajiggy here goes. Let's just have a look. Yeah. 36,000 oxygen production. So, that with all that done, this has been Necro and Cortex here, playing Planet Crafter. There won't be any more until there's something actually interesting, because the demo is really just a copy-paste of the prologue. So if you like what you saw and want to see more, please do subscribe to the channel, leave a like and or share it with your friends. Until next time, next episode, bye bye, and I see you guys out there in the future episodes.